Hello everybody, my name is King Quaddle. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Of course, today we're here with Overwatch 2. A brand new event just popped up today. It is actually a returning old event with all of the One Punch Man stuff. There's a lot of free rewards, a lot of returning things, a free legendary skin for Soldier 76, and there's also two brand new skins along with the return of every single One Punch Man skin in this collaboration. If you guys are new, subscribe today, join the Aztec Empires, do post content like this daily. First, we'll start off with all the free rewards for the event going on for the next 2 weeks, and then we'll jump on over to the shop. Starting off, first and foremost, if you complete all 9, or at least 9, excuse me, of these challenges, you'll get the free legendary skin for Soldier 76, the Moomin Rider, one of the coolest characters in the show by far. And I honestly think it looks great. This is a legendary skin. Honestly, you would expect it to be like an epic rarity skin, but it is legendary. It's a really cool skin. I own this from the first time this came around, and I use it every once in a while. Really cool skin. This is what the gun looks like for him. I believe it is just a recolor of a pre-existing gun skin for him, and this is what his healing pylon looks like. It just has a slightly different change in color. Regardless though, it's a really cool skin, absolutely free. I highly recommend you pick it up. Do a couple of these challenges and it will be yours. Next up, we also have a couple of different things. Like I said, there's a lot of rewards for this event, so I'm going to kind of go through them pretty quick. We have the Terrible Tornado Kiriko player icon. That is absolutely free, and I believe that's new. For some reason, I don't have some of these, and I have the soldier skin from the first time it came around, so I believe they did add a couple of new rewards. Regardless, you're not going to have every single one of these if you did the first one. Saitama Doomfist, this is a spray. Right here, we have the Strongest Hero, which you get the Bag of Leaks Weapon Charm. This is definitely new. I've not seen this before. It's really cool. We have the Saitama Doomfist as well. Next up, we have the Hero Appears. This is Genos for Genji. And we have the Terrible Tornado Kiriko as a spray. Keep in mind, these are how you do all of these challenges. So you mitigate 20,000 damage. Dealer boosts a total of 30,000 damage. It'll be assists and saves. Use ultimates 30 times. These are pretty easy, I would say, and a couple of these include playing a couple of games, and if you win, it'll count as 2 to progress even further. Stadium also grants us double progress, so if you win a stadium game, it counts as 4 games. You'll be almost halfway there for just one of these. That's really cool. Let's continue on with the rewards. Next up, we have Saitama's Fist, and this is something from the first time around. This is just a weapon charm. I will say probably my favorite thing from the first time around is this weapon charm for Lord Boros. Very, very cool character, and one of the coolest weapon charms. I still have this on like 20 characters. One of my favorite weapon charms of all time. Not many come close to this. Very cool. I just love this design. It's very simplistic, and the colors really do pop. I love it. Next up, we have Making a Name. You will get 2 different rewards for this, the Genos Genji, and then we also have this Moomin Rider Soldier 76. This is a name card, and this is a player icon. I think it's pretty funny because we have the one for Saitama Doomfist, but I mean, it's kind of just him with the little thing around his head. Next up, we have the Cyclist of Justice. This is Moomin Rider, of course. One of the coolest victory poses. I use this probably 95% of the time, this victory pose. It's so cool. I love it. This also has a highlight intro associated with it. I'm not sure if it returned, but we will see in just a second. We also have a player icon for Moomin Rider, of course. This is what it looks like. Next up, we have right here the Justice Crash, and yes, this is it. The coolest highlight intro for Soldier 76 by far. This is the spray for Moomin Rider, and this is the highlight intro. So simplistic, but I love it. It's actually a really nice looking bike. And this is, of course, because Moomin Rider himself rides a bike to get from place to place because he doesn't have any powers. Last but not least, we have a Guess I'll Go. This is a challenge for doing 75 games. Of course, like I said, that is cut in half if you're winning every single game. And this is Justice Execution, a brand new player title for you guys to unlock. Keep in mind, all of this is completely free for the next 2 weeks. So do your challenges, you'll get this all done, and you'll get some phenomenal free rewards. For the next 2 weeks going on, this is the One Punch Man Mega Bundle. 5 skins. There are 2 of these that are completely brand new that I think are pretty interesting. One of them is kind of lackluster, but we'll get to that in a second. Of course, keep in mind, every single one of these characters have their own respective mini bundle. I want to take a look at these first, and we'll go over the old skins, right? So Garo is a very important character in the second half from Season 2 onward of One Punch Man. He's a very important, prominent character. He is constantly returning. Very, very important. And he's iconic at this point. He's a really cool design. I kind of wish they would have went with his second transformation, his second look. but I do understand why they went with this look. He has the one red eye. We'll get to that in a second. I really want to go over the Hellish Blizzard. This is one that I feel like there is a couple things to be said about it. She is the sister of the Terrible Tornado. Let's take a look. Now this is Ashe Hellish Blizzard. I really like this skin. I think they did a good job with the hair and everything. It's like a green-black color, if that makes sense. She has a really cool boots on. She has the dress. She has the pearl necklace. A lot of really cool details. And you take a look at her weapon. This does not disappoint. On the gold plating of the rifle right here, you guys can see Fubuki, which is the name of this character, Hellish Blizzard in English, or Fubuki is what she's actually known as. This is a really nice weapon. It almost looks like a leather purse, which is really cool in line with her character. She has like the emerald inlay on the inside of the weapon, and near the end she has the pearls as well. This is a really nice looking weapon. It has like the white fur and everything. That looks great. This is her side arm, her little shotgun. Very similar in design. Looks really nice, and this is fully puffed up with the white fur at the end. Next up, we have a really cool TNT design as well. The FBK for Fubuki. Really cool. I do like it. The gold chain all around it, and of course the white trail for the top where it detonates. Last but not least, the most important thing to talk about here, Bob. Now, I'm not entirely sure what their plan was for this. And maybe there's a reason that I'm forgetting why he looks like this, but this is basically just Bob. This is basically just like the first design, the base default look for Bob, at least in the Overwatch 2 design. There's not much going on here. He has a tuxedo on, it's sleeveless, he has the shoes, the black pants, black shirt, is a white shirt underneath with the black tie. And then of course at the very top, obviously he has his little iconic bowler hat. There's not a lot going on here. He does have a green inlay to his arms, which I guess that's cool, but I really feel like they could have gone all out and at least tried something new, right? They could have made him all white with like gold and black and stuff like that. I feel like that would have been cool. If they really just designed him like another one of Fubuki's weapons, I think would have been a really nice touch. But it's pretty basic, right? It does change like the green lighting, I guess, which is in line with Hellish Blizzard. Like, you know, it makes sense for Fubuki's character. But it just, they didn't really try a lot. For it to be a legendary skin, 2,800, that's about $25 US for this bundle. It feels like they could have done more, right? But that being said, the Ashe skin is really cool. And you won't see him half the time, so, you know, they could get away with it, I guess. Next up, we have a highlight intro, the Hellstorm. She is a telepath, I believe, so that's really cool. One more time. Yeah, that's cool. She does have like the voice actor and everything too. Next up we have an emote, Hellstorm. That's nice. Yeah, I love that. That floating pose is super cool. Just a little tornado of rocks right here. Next up we have a name card, the Hellish Blizzard Ashe. We have a player icon as well, which is really just her hair and eyebrows. And then we have the spray, which they did a pretty good job on this art. Next up we have Garo. Let's take a look at this brand new Wuyang skin. I will say Wuyang already has 4 different skins. And this is only his 2nd season out. Bro, they went all out for this character. I'm not entirely sure why Venture is crying right now. Let's take a look at his weapon. It does have like the wraps on it. It's made out of a wooden stick. Looks really nice. And then at the end, it's almost like a jade or emerald color at the very top. Really nice. I do like it. I think they did a pretty good job with this. I do like the white wraps at the ends. And it dangles off halfway through the pole, which I think looks really nice. This skin itself is phenomenal. I think they did a really good job adapting this skin. The hair looks really good as well. Almost looks like a Junkrat skin, which honestly I think they could have gone with. But for Garo, I think it's fine that they went with Wuyang. Really cool. I do like the compression shirt that he has on. And then, of course, he has the one red eye. So they did pay attention to the detail of the character of Garo. And this looks really good. Next up, we have a highlight intro, the Human Monster. And that's awesome. Interesting. Okay. Nothing crazy. It's a weird face, but, you know, it is what it is. Next up, we have an emote, Become Strong. That's nice. I like his one glowing arm, too. That's really awesome. Next up, a weapon charm for Garo. This is awesome. This is really cool. I love this little chibi art design that they went with. Really nice. They even have, like, the bottom part of his hair that goes downwards in the back. And then his 2 spikes in the front. Really nice. It reminds me of that character from Ape Escape. If y'all know, you know. Next up, we have a name card for him. This is phenomenal art. Really, really nice. He has the water flowing through his left arm as well. With the energy, it just looks phenomenal. They did a good job on that. Player icon for him as well goes insanely hard. That looks so cool. He looks like Heihachi Mishima. A lot of references here. Next up, we have a spray, Garo Wuyang. Looks really nice. I love how they did the water, like his energy. Yeah, that's so cool. Next up, we have the Kiriko returning skin. This is the Terrible Tornado. Tatsumaki, I believe is what her name is in the show. Yeah, and this looks pretty cool. This is one of their earlier skins. If you guys don't know, One Punch Man was the first collab ever in Overwatch, I'm pretty sure. So the fact that it isn't like the craziest thing they've done makes sense. I'm sure they're testing the waters with it, right? They're trying to see what they could do as far as creativity goes. That being said, the skin itself is actually just the Kiriko base dress, just kind of like changed a little bit. They removed like the pants, but everything from like the waist up is basically just a recolor of the base skin, the default for Kiriko. That being said, I think they did their hair really good. I think they did a really good job with it. One of the most important parts of this design, I feel like. So they did get the curls good, which I think looks really nice. And it is, of course, vibrant. This is her kunai right here. These are her healing Afuda. I think they did a really good job with the green glow at the edges of it. And then, of course, this is her Suzu, which is pretty basic, but I think it looks nice at the end of the day. I do like the colors on it. Victory pose, this is the Terribly Impressive. I think this is one of the better ones for Kiriko. I like the facial expression. That's funny. And the name card right here, Terrible Tornado. They did a good job with that as well. Next up, the Doomfist Saitama, the main character. It makes sense they went with Doomfist, the One Punch Man. And this looks really good. Obviously, he's bald as well, so that is a definite plus. Yeah, and I think they did a pretty good job with this, right? He has the white cape and everything, the red gloves, the boots, and then the pretty basic yellow one suit. It looks nice. I do like the skin. This is a pretty cool skin, all things considered. Next up, we have a highlight intro. The Saitama Punch. He walks away with his bag of green onions, his leeks. That's nice. I like that. It has the fire edges around too, and the path that he makes. That's awesome. Next up, we have an emote, the training regimen, of course, which is 100 push-ups. There's 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every single day, all the way until you're bald. Next up, name card, Saitama Doomfist. Pretty basic, the all-white coloring in the background as well, but I do think it looks pretty cool. I do like the art design of it when he has some huge eyebrows. Next up with the voice line.
Push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, then a 10-kilometer run.
Every single day. Dude, his whispering voice is hilarious. Last but not least, of course, Genji as Janos. And this is a pretty cool skin as well. This is a little bit more creative than the other ones, and I think it makes perfect sense. He is basically a robot ninja, and I mean, I just think it perfectly fits Genji. This is a really cool skin though. I like it a lot. I do like the glowing lights underneath the shirt. That's a really nice touch. Of course, these are what his weapons look like. These are his shuriken. This is his sword, of course, with the Gen XX. In the middle of the hilt, of course, has a glowing ball, which is like his energy core. That just looks so cool. That's really nice. Last but not least, this is his deflecting Tanto. Smaller version of it, basically. And then we have the name card, the Genos Genji. I would say out of all of the art, this is probably the closest to the OG One Punch Man art. Really cool art piece. I just love the 3D like shading and the highlights in his face. Really nice touch. I think they went all out for this one in particular. Probably the best name card out of all of them, even with the new skins. I would say second is probably Garo. And that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is King Quad. I hope you guys have an amazing day, of course. Let me know in the comments down below, how are you guys feeling about this brand new collab? Obviously, these 3 skins are returning, and these 2 are completely brand new. There is a lot of free rewards. Honestly, more than we usually get. This is a returning collab, the second returning collab behind Le Seraphim. So I think it is really cool, and they definitely brought back some pretty hype characters. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments down below. Have a great day, stay safe, take care, peace, adios, and of course, until next time, bye-bye, y'all.